Welcome back to the Voice of Metal. I apologize for being on so late. Had a lot of things going on today. Plus, also wasn't feeling the best, and I was trying to get on here because I wanted to make sure that I was here for you guys out there that are my loyal fans. I appreciate the people that subscribe, that like, that watch the videos. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming back, and thank you for continuing to support the channel. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Like I said, the Voices of Metal is all about you guys, the artists behind the music, and everything in between. Because to me, without people, talking about our passion for music and our passion for, what we believe in and our core values, I think a lot of it is the things that we feel like motivates us to do the things we do, like art, music, and everything else in between, or even our hobbies. I think that's says a lot. That's one of the things I'm passionate about, just like computers, art, and everything else like that. Oh, by the way, I do have a I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. A logo design. It's an AI one. I didn't really have a lot of time to design my own. I do have one up here in my brain here that I have yet to do. I'm thinking about doing it, but it's not quite. It probably might not be as quite as cool as this one because this is actually pretty sweet. But it's not quite what I had in mind. But I was trying to do kind of like a more modern version of somewhat like Metallica's design, the way the graphics are a certain way, but then have a little bit of a point to them at the ends of both sides, and then a versed out O in black. So it'd be like VOM. So we'll see. I might still do that. I don't know. But for right now, since I'm trying to get my channel going, I want to have something there, and I want to make sure that I have that available. Plus, when I go to concerts, I want to try to get my shirt with my logo on it, QR code if I can, so that way people can scan it and subscribe while they're actually talking to me. I think that would be cool. So that way, all they have to do is bring out their phone, snap, they're on the channel, right? That's the best thing, right? So, with that said, right now, like I was talking about the passion and love for everything, don't forget, like and subscribe. If you've never been here before, please do that, because without you, it will not grow and people will not know about the Voice of Metal. And really, quite frankly, that's what I'm talking about, the family involved in that, the metal family, right? That's what means so much to me. And getting to meet people and talking to people at concerts, even before I started this, I think it was very important for me as an individual to connect with people like me. And I'm hoping that maybe this will bring people together and actually spread to the younger generation, because I saw a lot of young people at several concerts. Some of them weren't quite the same age as like my son, which is about 18. He was like 17, 16 when I was doing some different concerts. So yeah, so let's begin with the top most played albums from Christopher Stevens and the Voice of Metal playlist, or what I usually listen to, or it seems like it comes up quite a bit, and I usually do enjoy it. So um, one of my top ones, actually, it's kind of funny. Red Queen is one of my favorites from King 810. Part of it, I think, the reason why I like this so much is that um, it's talking about he's doing it for himself than trying to impress people. If you really listen to the lyrics, you read the lyrics, he can't be bought off, he can't be sold. It's I can see that the way he is, and it's like even his article. There's an article about him about being in the riots at the White House, or I think Congress. That's what it was, Congress and stuff, which is rather interesting because they saw him there. They thought, and they was that him? Is that him? David Gunn, and he actually was there, and he said, "Look, it's none of your business. First of all, what I'm doing, and I don't care what you think one way or the other, but I was trying to shoot some stuff for a new video." And I guess he thought that would be a good place to go to do it because it has something to do with that kind of message they send. And there's a lot of his stuff that's kind of like that. And he also talks about quite a few things back at home. He does do rap, but he also does kind of a heavy metal sound to it, which is really cool. His other name is Yavid, which is kind of interesting name for a kind of a rappish thing. But anyway, I am going to move on to my other. This one is definitely one I listen to a lot. I really like is Game Over from Machine Head. There's also a few other songs from Machine Head I do like, which it'll definitely show up on here. I'll probably end up going past 20, but we'll see. But yeah, it's just the lyrics and the stuff like that. It's kind of the singing in it. It's very strong, very powerful. It's very moving. So if you haven't listened to Machine Head's Game Over, you got to check it out. That's, I guess, my number two. Is there anybody out there? That is definitely a big one for me, a Machine Head, as of course. Basically, that is my other. I think I should use that kind of my intro. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody listening to me? Basically, what it boils down to, I feel like my channel is trying to reach everybody out there, plus even more. So I want to know, are you out there? Are you listening to my channel? Are you listening to me? Because soon as we get more people on here, that's going to happen. And that's going to be awesome because then we'll hear, are you out there? Are you listening to me and my guest? Because that's what's important, right? The music, the passion for the people behind the music, and more about who they are as a person and an individual. And that's how I thought of this, because to me, without the people, it's not going to be the same. And I think that says a lot. And that's what this song, to me, is kind of about. I think there's some other lyrics in it that might be not quite that, but that's how I feel about it. That, you're kind of by yourself, or you think you're by yourself, but you're not. There's somebody out there, somebody that's going to be listening to you. Kill the Cult. Kill the Cult is a really good song. I don't remember all the words to the song because it's a really heavy song, so it's kind of hard to understand all the lyrics, but I still love the song. It's really awesome. From Decapitated, that's one of my other favorite bands I've listened to. Hello Death is another one from Decapitated. Very awesome stuff. Very good lyrics and stuff. And there's also one with Machine Head and Decapitated in there, which is pretty awesome. And Ginger on the newest album that they have out. I forgot the name of it though, unfortunately. The next one is Damage Inside from Machine Head. I think they have some really. I do like Machine Head. So anybody who's like not a Machine Head fan, sorry. I know a few people that I know personally that don't, but this is what I've been listening to lately. It's not like I'm my all-time favorites, but I've been kind of burn out on some of my other stuff a little bit. So I'm just trying to do some new stuff, do some stuff that I really like or I've discovered recently and with the last couple of years. Even though they've been out probably a lot longer than that. Here we go. Without a Consequence. This one from Obituary is phenomenal. I have absolutely love this. I got to hear it live, performed live at an Obituary concert, which I was wearing an Obituary concert later, which I'm wearing Slipknot now. But hey, I got one to wash it because it's kind of cool. It's got like a Grim Reaper on it and some kind of like decaying bodies and stuff like that, kind of like a zombie apocalypse style type thing. It's pretty sweet. Great artwork on it. I don't know who the artist is, but they did a phenomenal job with it. Amen from Sepultura is another really good song. I love it. It's really great. It's been a while since I thought I heard it, but I probably heard it and I just don't remember which song it is because I've heard a lot of Sepultura songs and I might not know the title, but I definitely know the song if I heard it. The next one, and this is one that really touched me. It really spoke to me. The guys in this band are phenomenal. I guess the way I see it is they speak to the audience. Besides just having songs, I think it's stuff that tries to make things better or a better place. And this is one of the songs I really believe hits home. especially for people in the metal family, people that probably had to deal with the same thing, and it's kind of hits me hard. Basically, it talks about a Johnny, which is basically all of us out there. Johnny means just a general person that loves metal. And I'm assuming that it sounds like the mother is talking to the son, saying that you're not listening to me, you're not paying attention, you're basically worthless, and this, that, and the other. And really, it's rather interesting if you really listen. Oh, and he ends up killing himself. That was the thing they were talking about, him hanging from his neck, a Johnny hanging by his neck. But what you do, what it's rather interesting, is he says in the whole thing and the story he's trying to tell is that who's really to blame for the issues and the problems of the person that kills himself when you're actually saying you're worthless and this, that, and the other because you listen to metal music, you're no good. And to me, that's just so negative, that people say that stuff about people's passions and their likes. Um, and we've all been there. You know it as much as I do. We've had family, we had friends that tell us this, that, and the other, that we can't do something. We don't like you listen to this. We don't want you to do this because it's evil, or even somebody that you care about and you love. And that's kind of a little bit why I'm started this channel in the first place, not just about metal, but I will say this much: there's somebody out there that I definitely want to be with more than anything else in the world, and I would not hesitate one bit to be with them, and commit big time, because that person, even though maybe I don't know them as well as they say I do, I know them enough to make that decision. I think. Who knows? I might be wrong, but hey, I'm willing to try. But I definitely want to make a commitment. So sorry, I'm going a little off board there. Anyway, motherfuckery is another good one from Blossom and Jessam. I don't know if I can say that on here. I didn't think about that. So, kind of blurt that one out. I might have to do that later on. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can do that. Buried by the Dead by Bloodbath. I definitely love this song. It's really good. It's awesome. There's a lot of different songs, and some of them I don't know the titles because I've been listening to them, and I just haven't been looking at the phone, but I definitely heard it several times before. The Root of Evil from Havoc is really good. I definitely have liked that. I do remember this one. I just didn't remember the name when I was listening to it. Next one is This Is Now. From Hatebreed. Hatebreed is really good. I love their music. I am passionate about the band. I just like the way he's got this thing with his vocals that he really speaks to you on several of his songs. Like I'm trying to think of the name of the song. Go. This Is Now for one, because this is now how I basically it's about this is my yesterday or tomorrow will not be there if I'm not here today, focusing on what I want most. And that's kind of what I was talking about just a little while ago with some individual. We'll say that. I ain't gonna mention no names, but I'm sure if you've known me for a while, you've watched the channel for a while, you might know who I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna get into I'm trying not to. But I just want them to know that, because if they're watching, and I'm sure they are, even though she says she's not watching, I still know she probably is or keeps tabs. But apparently I got somebody upset with that by saying certain things. Anyway, Dukes, King 810. That is definitely another good one. It's different. It's the guitar in it's phenomenal. The lyrics in it's phenomenal. It's not quite like super heavy. It's more instrumental. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's kind of reminds me of the old classic guitars. It's not super overly produced. It's just mostly guitar and the singing and some drums. Very, very basic, but very, very powerful. Earth Scar Decapitated. Very awesome song. My other new all-time favorite, from Insulter, the real Insulter that I keep talking about, No Fear. There's that, and there's a couple other songs I like of theirs. They got a great sound. They're a Brazilian metal band. They also have another insulter that is in England. That's not them. So if you do, make sure you get the right one. I'm going to try to put it on the playlist that I'm going to put out for my things. I might go over 20 because I like this. I'm just going to go until I'm to 15 minutes or longer, maybe 20. We'll go to 20. How about 20 minutes? We'll talk about different songs. Agony of Defeat from Sepultura. This is really wonderful. And actually, this should be up higher on my list. I don't know why it's not. Um, it's really, really good. I really love it a lot. Um, it's got this very powerful message about it. If you really listen to the words and lyrics, you'll understand what I'm talking about. There is another song that I may not say because of certain things, but I do definitely like the band a lot. And they are releasing a new album in July. I know about, and I've been waiting for them for since 2020 to release an album, not a single. And they've done what, 4 or 5 singles, and this is actually one of the singles. I ain't gonna mention the name of both, but I'm gonna skip over that. And it's kind of goes back to my other thing before. That's all I can say. That I've talked about. Anyway, I'm gonna move on to the. I'm gonna skip that one for now. Maybe later I'll mention it because I'm not a fan anymore, at least for now. New Colossal Hate from Lamb of God. Definitely, we all gotta love Lamb of God. And actually, that's another one that should be up higher on the list because I really believe that Lamb of God is one of the greatest newer, well, they've been around for a while, metal bands that, well, I should say they're not the super old school like Metallica and Megadeth and some of those in Pantera, but they've been around. They've done, they've been around long enough, and they're really awesome. I thought they were a Christian metal band, to be honest, and that's what I told somebody in my family. I go, well, if I would have known they had such great music, I would have been listening to them too because I love great music, right? Um, Now this one might be a little bit hard to pronounce. Brivia, I think I'm pronouncing that right. From Slaughter to Prevail, the Russian metal band, very awesome, very cool. Got to have that. Now this is one that I knew their old song, and I'm sure all you that are older like myself in my 40s and 50s that Prong used to have a thing called Snap Your Finger, Snap Your Neck. And that was one of my all time favorites. I still do like this, but I guess Revenge Served Cold is one that keeps popping up on my place. I don't think it's not like I'm picking it, it's more like it's actually doing it, but I still like it. It's really good. Oh, another one I'm going to have to skip over. I really want to mention this one because this one means all so much to me. But like I said before, I guess I'm not, it's not about that band. I'll just say it's from Bubberside. That's all I'm going to say. If you want to check out their songs, check out their songs. There is one specific song. If you know me, you'll know which one I'm talking about because it's very important to me. And the person that sings in it means a lot to me. Also, she does such a great job with it. It's not even funny. And also, I one thing I do know more than anything else, if there's something to do with skulls or anything along those lines, she has to have the lyrics to sing. She's got to be the one singing it because she is definitely into that. I know that one. That's one thing I do know about certain individuals. Pest from Decapitated, very awesome song, very 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 cool. This one I don't remember if I know I've heard it because it's on my most played playlist. Is called Black Spirit from Orbit Culture. I'm trying to remember what the hell the song is about. Um, Ashes in Ashes they will reap is what's supposed to be from Hate Breed. I kind of said that wrong at first. Raw from Killjoy Logic. That was a definite good one. Desperate Lovers from King 810. Out of the Front Line Trench from Sodom, The End from Vader, uh, Nihilistic Violence from, oh wow, I can't even pronounce that name. Revocon, I think is how you pronounce it. There's another one I'm gonna have to skip out on. It's a band that I love, but I'm no longer a fan. If that makes sense. And it's one of those singles that I was talking about. That I said, well, yeah, if you had a new album, things would be different right now. Fourth, fifth album, guys, make you huge. I'm just saying. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna keep on saying it. You guys, kind of, yeah, it's one of those things. I feel differently about it than maybe some other people do. That's in the band, but I'm just saying. I'm not sure why they didn't do it sooner. Riders of War from Insulter. This one, oh, is the other Insulter band. So, this is the English one, I think, is what they said they're from. Expendable Youth from Slayer. I'm going to go to maybe a couple more and then I'm going to end it right here. Oh, I'm going to go down to this one specific one because I do like this one. Agony from Slaughter to Prevail. I can't say Iconoclast from Decapitated. Blindness is definitely very good from Decapitated, but it's just a certain ballad, I think, is what is. Thrasher from Evil, and Baseline B, I'm not gonna say the word, from Nova Twins. This one is really good. I do like the band. They're not really heavy per se. They're kind of more, I guess, new metal, maybe alternative. I'm not sure how to describe them, but they are really good. The ladies are really phenomenal, and actually, I find the one lady really attractive. She is very pretty. The one kind of playing the guitar, she's like, well, that's not singing. How about that? Yeah, she's really cool. I like her a lot. Okay, this is interesting. This one's a brand new song, and I don't think I played it that much from Holy War from King 810. I don't know why that's on there, but okay. Anyway, all right. Thanks for each and every one of you. Thanks for the people that have newly subscribed. Thank you for the people that are still subscribed. Thank you for the ones who haven't unsubscribed. I appreciate you guys. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. We'll wait and see what happens later on. Grow the channel. I'm hoping to get 1,000 people and a lot more people watching the actual videos because it means a lot to me. I try to put some effort into it. I try to put some thought behind it. Sometimes I tend to I say, okay, I got to scramble to get something out there so that way at least I have a video playing. I'm trying to be consistent with this so that way, you guys have something to watch. I don't want to be one of those guys that kind of does it and then does it like a month later or 2 months later. I'm trying to at least do 2 videos a week. Hopefully, if I could do more, I would definitely do more. Maybe after I get older and retire, I have more free time on my hands. That would be cool. By then, I'll have over 1,000. I'm sure. I don't think I know for a fact. I'm planning on having my monetization with the next. Hopefully, I'm planning on doing maybe fairly shortly. I'm thinking sometime in August because I am going to a metal show. I'm going to have my shirt and I'm definitely going to be there. Plus another one in October. I definitely want to go see because I know some of the people there are very passionate about their music and I really want to talk to each and every one of them. That'd be kind of cool. Also, I got some wireless mics. So I think I can do that with recording some video of people talking to me about the band. Like while we're waiting in line or something like that, what they feel, what they think about the music. I think that's important. So I'm going to try to do that a little bit before we get to the main meat of my project, I guess you say, of the metal, voice of metal. And hopefully one of you guys will be one of the lucky people. Who knows? I want to hear your guys' opinion about music, what you're about. Maybe a little bit if you're in a band, who knows? There might be somebody that's waiting in line for a concert that actually plays in another band that's open for other people, which I have run across, which is kind of cool. And I try to tell them about the voice of metal. There is a gentleman that was at a paint store that I went to get some paint. And I definitely want to interview him later on, but he hasn't got any of his music out there yet. So I don't know if that's going to happen right now because people don't know who he is. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for being here. I do miss some of my live viewers, but I am on really late, so that's probably the reason why you miss me. So I apologize for being in here later. I'm hoping to get here sooner, and maybe sometime when the artists can actually be here. Maybe between their shows might be a good time to do it. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good night. Don't forget to headbang the like and subscribe button and annihilate them, like Graham says. That's one of my YouTube favorites about investing and stuff like that. But anyway, the guy's great. Take care. Have a good night.